The last product category, and again, brand new for us, brand new this year, is our Indirect-Fired unit. This is a unit that is now close to 3 years in the works. For 2.5 years we've been designing and trying to come up with this unit. And a couple of different reasons. You know, I mentioned earlier, ours, we feel pretty good, we figured it out. The other big plus of us taking 2 years to release this unit is 2 years of trade shows, which is good. So we took this unit, for example, 2 years ago in the first round, we took it to an ARA show, told the world we were coming up with an indirect-fired product, and customers like yourselves at the rental show came to the booth and said, I don't know why you did that, I would do this differently, it doesn't do that. It allowed us to leave that show thinking, hey, there's a lot more ideas that we need to think about that we could really, you know, come closer to giving the customer what they want. So we did that. We really redesigned, we factored in a lot of those concerns, complaints into our design and released the product a year later. I say released for show. We took the show again, got an overwhelming positive response. Like it, it's different, does a lot of things our competitors don't, yada yada. A couple of little more tweaks though, I'd do this, I'd do that. Okay, those are simple, we're at the stage we're at. We took it back, we made some more changes. We've now released this unit. I believe we may see production on the line today, I'm hoping. But that'll be the first ones we're producing for sale. So it really is that brand new for us. We've got a few orders in-house, we're waiting to ship. Mike and I have been out on a 6-week road show. When I say road show, I mean truck, trailer, unit mounted to a trailer, driving all over the United States, visiting customers like yourselves and showing off this unit. You know, in the Northeast U.S., it's been 6 weeks, doing about 5,000 miles over 7 states. Mike's been doing the same through the Midwest, down through Ohio. So yeah, we're going to continue with that to really, you know, it's not one of these small ones where we can just ship you a sample. We're hauling that thing around, doing it, firing it up. So we're going to get into that as well. You know, I talked earlier about indirect versus direct. So, you know, indirect fire, you get those market requirements where there is no fresh air ventilation, or it's an occupied building, for example. Maybe it's a hospital, school, they're doing renovations, but there's still people working at the other end. There's a number of conditions that says, hey, we can't have any byproducts in this environment. So that's where you typically go to indirect. Because of the combustion system, you know, you see the unit, they're physically larger, they require more space, they require more material, and so it's a more expensive option. Because you're venting heat out that chimney and separating that combustion process, you're venting out heat energy. So these units we say are typically about 80% efficient, roughly. You know, competitors 74. We're going to be close to 80. You know, so for every dollar you spend on fuel, you're putting 80 cents of heat into the environment, 20% is coming out of the stack. And that's just standard, normal for that kind of unit to have that kind of loss. In a direct fired system, you know, we'll tell you our premiers are 99.97% efficient. Because you're not separating that exhaust, every dollar of heat you put into it, every dollar of fuel you put into it comes out in heat. So that's the big difference with the indirect. And I talked about, well, I already covered this, so that combustion's happening internally. Air's being drawn into this unit. Inside that chamber, you've got that combustion chamber that's completely sealed and closed. Air's coming through a heat exchanger. There's a baffle system around the outside of that so that they're capturing all that heat off the metal, heating up and then coming up the other side with the heat of air. So that's the indirect versus direct. Any questions on any of that stuff? Our model's available right now. It's the 500,000 BTU, which is standard output. But we will have it available on either a dual fuel, which is the one that's seen here, which once again is a propane and natural gas, or an oil-fired unit, which is pretty much the exact same model, but it's going to have a fuel tank underneath it, different burner. Yeah.
You guys don't offer treatment 400 ultra natural gas.
You can probably answer this better, Jim. Historically, we used to have a 365 in a natural gas. When we went to the natural gas takes more space to combust, so we couldn't do it in this same body. We'd have to redesign a whole other unit, and we simply didn't have the market for it. It was much lower sales than propane. I say that, you know, one of my lobbying efforts for the last few years, we get a lot more requests now for a dual fuel in a torpedo like this, a 400,000 BTU natural gas propane, that I believe we'll continue to look at and pushing them. But a standalone natural gas, we just didn't have the market and couldn't do it in this body. So that's why I say our old unit, we had an older body, that hex-shaped design, going back probably about 6 years ago and beyond, 5 years ago and beyond. We did have it, but it was a 400 in propane and a 365, I think it was, in natural gas. So because it takes extra space, we weren't able to get the same output. Really, it came down to market. Just didn't have money for it.
You know, we do a lot with the 170 end, so
Okay.
we've had guys, you know, why don't they have a bigger one? Natural gas.
We appreciate hearing that, because when we hear that, we take it to our manager and say, hey, we've got to keep looking at this. And as a matter of fact, over the next couple of weeks, literally, and hopefully we'll start this week, the conversations all we have is what's next. You know, we've spent the time designing and developing this, what's next. You know, we want to come up with 3 or 4 more products and welcome your input. You know, not just indirect, you know, in indirect, we're saying, what's next in that family? Do we go to 1 million? Do we go to 200? Do we go to a 400 natural gas or a 400 dual fuel? So again, over the next couple of days, I encourage any of your companies on that. Any questions on any of the product? Again, I went through it pretty quick. I wasn't here to try and sell you any of it. We were doing a sales pitch to be here for another couple of hours. Just wanted to make sure you were comfortable with all our categories and products. We didn't go through all these, so just in case your particular shop, you know, may not have happened on you, now really comfortable with what it is we're talking about.